It's my pleasure to welcome all the participants today for the international conference, The New Normal Challenges of Education, Business and Social Sciences. I would also like to offer my regards to all the people who made this conference functional in such hard times. I welcome all the eminent speakers and guests from different countries. You have come here to share knowledge and vast experience from your fields. The theme of the conference is based on global problems, which hugely help the people to understand the results of the human actions in inducing a thought for the problems which the world is sustaining. It will focus on the major issues, solutions, and long-term effects associated with the human activities. Even though this conference is the marker of the success for our research and findings, it also allows us to meet some of the brilliant minds and scholars in the international concept. So the conference will be productive and worth our precious time. Organizing such conference enlighten the minds and promote the participation of scholars and research at all levels. At this stage, I would like to introduce the organizer, one of the organizers, Dr. Ozdemir, for his welcome address. He is the director of UKEY Publishing and also a member of LAIC committee from United Kingdom. Dr. Ozdemir, we are listening to you.
Thank you, Professor Kurt. Greetings, everyone from the UK. We held our previous conference in January and April. We met with participants from 21 countries for 3 days. We have shared the sessions on YouTube and published the proceedings. We published the works of those who attended the conference with full paper in the journal. We have published the conference articles as both electronic books and hard copies on Amazon. We would like to thank the academic studies, English and Russian WhatsApp groups that we created for your interest. We continue to communicate with more than 100 researchers, academics, journalists, and students in these groups. For the conference, 2 additional countries, Albania and Slovak Republic, have also joined our network. We thank Dr. Davis for accepting the LIC June Conference chairmanship. He is from Westcliff University, California, United States of America. He was also keynote speaker for the April LIC. Thank you, Dr. Davis. Today we are honored to be joined by our 2 highly esteemed keynote speakers. Dr. Purwono, he is from State Polytechnic of Malang, Indonesia. Thank you, Dr. Purwono. Terima kasih. And Dr. Hemp, she is from the United States of America. She is a global director for justice. Thank you, Dr. Hemp. I wish success to all the conference participants. Good luck. Welcome everyone to the London International Conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Ozdemir, for your welcome address. It's now my pleasure to introduce you to our conference chair, Dr. Davis. He is from Westcliff University from USA. Dr. Davis teaches primarily in the MA TESOL program and specializes in second language. He has also taught in Azusa Pacific University and SDU in Almaty, Kazakhstan. He is author of a textbook in phonetics for English language teachers and a number of journal and conference papers. Dr. Davis, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Kurt. Well, yeah, it's so wonderful to see all of you. This is our third conference, and my second for me. It's so good to see some of your old friends, and also I'm looking forward to making new friends at this conference and to learn about your research and insights. I've been thinking about our theme, the new normal, challenges on education, business, and social sciences. And I noticed that our keynote speakers will be approaching this theme by providing a strategy and a conversation. So it's my hope, as a result of the many conversations and other interactions that will occur at this conference, that we will develop new friendships, partnerships, perhaps even some teams going forward to develop and implement strategies which will work towards the goals of transforming our global village, as we are representing so many different countries and cultures and different perspectives. So our last conference, we had a wonderful, productive time. It was in April, which addressed the question of COVID-19 and transformative perspectives. Achieving positive transformation under adverse conditions is something that many of us focused on in our presentations, and which, as Dr. Ozdemir mentioned, have now been published. And I hope that we can continue these conversations during this conference. Now, I've been told to mention that you should be sure to attend the closing ceremony because there will be a surprise. It's also a surprise for me, so I cannot even give you a hint, but I'm sure it will be great. And I would like to close by saying that I trust this new normal finds you and your loved ones safe and well. Thank you so much for the opportunity to chair this conference and to get to know you all better and collaborate on these important questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Davis, for your welcome address. And also we are waiting for the surprise during the closing ceremony. Thank you. Now we will turn to time over the keynote speakers. We have two keynote speakers today. Firstly, I would like to introduce Dr. Agus from University of Brawijaya, Malang. I have to study more on my Bahasa language, I think. From Indonesia. He holds his PhD in management science. His articles and textbooks have been published about strategic planning, production management, heat transfer, maintenance management, and research methodology. He is also a participant, a speaker, and a conference chair of numerous international conferences and national seminars. His presentation today is about national strategy to combat COVID-19. Yes, Dr. Agus, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Professor Ibrahim Kurt. Can you hear my voice? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. This is Indonesian time. Good evening for everyone. The first, I would like to introduce myself. My name's Bambang Sugiyono Agus Purwono. I'm a lecturer in State Polytechnic of Malang. The first, I would like to appreciate to Professor Salim there and Professor Brent as conference chair and the LIC organizing committee, also Professor Ibrahim Kurt. And then I would like to our title of my research is National, this is for Indonesian, Strategy to combat COVID-19. Just a moment, I would like to share my slide. Okay.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, you can see it. Okay.
Yeah, we can see it.
Just a moment. This is okay?
Yes.
Okay. The title is National Strategy to Combat COVID-19. This paper will be presented in London International Conference, or LIC, on 3rd and 5th of June 2021. The outline of my research paper is introduction, literature study, strategy planning, conclusion, references, and biography. The introductions, as you know, our president, Joko Widodo, the president of Republic of Indonesia, finally decided, just a moment, okay. Finally declare a COVID-19 public health emergency on March 31 on 2020. 1 month after the first 2 cases in the country were confirmed on March, the 2nd of March 2020. The mothers and her daughter suspects COVID-19. The President Joko Widodo have issued government regulation number 21/2020 on large-scale social distancing as an implementing regulation of the 2018 health quarantine law to restrict the movement of people and goods within a control zone, but he stopped it short of allowing regional administration to close their border. And the president has also decided not to ban the mudik as executed on Eid Mubarak. This is the Muslims' holiday. So although he was advised to all people, to Indonesian citizens, not to mudik. Mudik is mean some people go to home other city. This is about 30 million people. So this is the crucial situation. They go to one city to another city, another island. So the transportation system is very crowded. This is the situation, the data about Indonesian situation on January 25, 2021, after long holiday, the New Year events. Now, you know, then the people who has passed away on 25 of January 2020 is more than 2,000. And the confirmed cases is more than 1,781,000. This is the situation on May. This is after the Eid Mubarak, the Muslim religion's holiday. The people who's passed away is more than 1,200. Before 2020, the people who passed away on Eid Mubarak is only, just a moment, only 400 people who passed away. Now everyone, every people protects his community, their community. It's been the green zone in association community, or just a moment, on neighborhood community or neighborhood association. This about 45 people. So everyone protects their community. This is the green. It's been this neighborhood community on green zone. This one green zone and yellow zone, orange and red zone. We know about this symbol. I have already vaccine on 7th of May. This is the first step. The government, according to the law, start to large-scale social restriction, include the first closure of school and workplace. Now, from the elementary school till higher education, there's already lockdown until now. Also the workplace. The other one, the number 2, the restriction on religious activity. Now the activity on religions, not using offline activity, but using online activity like this one, live streaming. And the other one, restriction on activity in public place, supermarket, mall, and the other one. And large-scale social restrictions stipulated in the health quarantine law, namely home quarantine. Every citizen should be support about this quarantine, and hospital quarantine and regional quarantines. Our little strategy starts with 8 steps of designing strategy planning, start from vision, mission, objective, strategy, policy, program, budget, and procedure. This vision is meant to realize the impossible dream, mission is operational, the vision, and the procedure is a kind of step needed to do the action and activity. This is the element of risk management. They have 3 elements: the principle, framework, and process. This is the risk analysis. We have known the green zone till red zone. This is the highly risk. The frequency is high and the impact is high, so the risk is high risk. And the green one is the minor risk, the lower risk. The recent approach is qualitative or subjective approach using secondary data. So this is the result and the discussion. This is our result and discussion of our research paper. The vision is national strategy to end COVID-19 in 2022. I hope, because our president now prepare everything, I hope everyone will receive the vaccine on the last test is on April 2022. The mission is everyone participate in reducing the number by practicing the 3M health protocol. Number 1 is mask wearings, number 2 is hand washing, and number 3 social or physical distancing. The objective of this strategic planning is, number one, to reduce the number of suspect COVID-19. Number two is to eliminate the number of suspect COVID-19. And number three, to socialize the pandemic of suspects that COVID-19. Number four is to prepare the vaccine till 460 million doses and to inoculate the vaccine till 2022 with priority. And the strategy is national strategy to combat COVID-19 in 2022. And the program is to prepare for the situation gets significantly worse. Number two, the president has issued government regulation number 23. That include the closure of school and workplace, restriction on religious activity. Number three, restriction on activity in public places, and restrictions stipulated in health quarantine law, namely home quarantine, hospital quarantine, and regional quarantine. And the government has issued government regulation number 23, 1959, implies a heavy-handed security approach. And the president has also decided not to ban the music, the most exodus on 8 Idul Fitri, Indonesian language, although he has advised people not to mudik. The budget the government has issued Perpu means government regulation of law number 1, 2020 on state financial policy, financial system stability, refocusing state expenditure of 405.1 trillion, or is the same of 19 billion US dollar for health sector, number two, social welfare safety net, and tax incentive. And the step number 8 is procedure. Number one, every hospital will be required to treat COVID-19 patient in accordance with the Health Ministry official standard operating procedure to ensure an optimal recovery rate. Number two, uniform treatment of COVID-19 patient would be mandatory in intensive care unit, isolation wards, and quarantine facility. Number three, to begin mass vaccination scheme as early as possible to ensure smooth sailing once the proven vaccine was available for widespread use. Number three, multiple mini lockdown will prove to be more effective. This is the race evaluation, how neighborhood association or neighborhood community to replace or to save from the maybe red zone to green zone or red zone to yellow zone. That's everybody in the community should participate to protect his and herself and try to save the race situation. The conclusion of this research paper is, number one, this pandemic disease is not simple to be solved. It means every citizen should involve and aware, also try to help him or herself to recover from this situation. Number two, task force should be the same command, have the unity of command or standard operating procedure. Number three, everyone want to solve, to combat, and to end the COVID-19 at the end of the year 2022. Sayonara COVID-19. This is the references, the biodata. Thank you so much for listening our presentation. this time is back to the Professor Ibrahim Kut. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Agus, for your presentation. We learned more information about COVID-19 in Indonesia and national security challenge with COVID-19. Sayonara was, I think, the goodbye part of COVID-19. Yeah, thank you. Now, may I now request to introduce our next keynote speaker for the day, Dr. Hemp is founder of Global Dialogue for Justice from USA. She has a PhD in curriculum and instruction. She holds a BA and MA in communication studies, and she's expert on communication. Dr. Hemp is the director, producer, writer of the documentary and the scholarly film Beyond the Shadow of September. The short version was selected for the Sunshine City Film Festival in St. Petersburg, Florida in January of 2020. The full documentary was launched as a mini-series on September 11, 2020, and now streaming at Vimeo on demand. Her presentation is about our world in the new normal, a complicated conversation. Dr. Hemp, the floor is yours. Our program, the technical challenges can have some problems like this.
While we are waiting, would it be in order to perhaps have some questions for our first speaker?
Yeah, yes, that's right, Dr. Davis. Yes, if we have questions to Dr. Agus, please, it's a time that we can use this time sufficiently to ask questions to Dr. Agus. Dr. Davis, do you have a question?
Well, I was kind of curious. I was very much interested in the pyramid that you presented, and I was wondering, are there some procedures or practices for moving from the strategy level to the policy level? About that. How do you move down the levels? I could see there was more and more detail. I wondered if there was a text or something.
Thank you, Dr. Davis.
Now there is a voice mixing here.
Yes.
Dr. Hemp,